Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
All right, Jeff, it's
Yes.
been quite an eventful last 24 hours.
It has, yes. We had the big storms that came through yesterday. The most significant damage, of course, what happened there in Athens. But most of the rest of us made it through with just some heavy rain and some gusty wind. All out of here. Keeping an eye on the next weather maker coming on in. Let's talk about that one as we get ready to close out 2024. This is going to be moving in on Tuesday. It is going to be our next cold front moving into the Tennessee Valley. This one will not bring thunderstorm activity with it. And atmosphere is just not going to have the opportunity to basically recover the moisture that was swept out of the area, and we're just not going to have ingredients in play for that to be an issue. What this is going to do is begin to change the weather again, which is going to switch us back to a colder pattern. We won't have the milder conditions like we've seen here in recent days. Front will likely be dry. Might be a couple sprinkles ahead of it that come in Monday night. But in general, we're just looking at a colder start as we get ready to ring in the new year. And again, this will be the beginning of what looks to be a stretch of some colder weather with decreasing temperatures, progressively speaking, during the first couple weeks of the month of January. 53 is our average high. We're going to be above it tomorrow. Enjoy it while it lasts. 63 on Monday. That might be the warmest temperature that we see for perhaps several weeks. We'll wait and see how it all plays out. 56 on Tuesday. That probably happens in the morning, and then we will turn colder Tuesday afternoon. We're in the 40s for the first 3 days of the new year, which is lower than that average high, into the low 50s. And again, this is the beginning of what is to come. So we start to see the temperatures get colder next week. The following week, all indications are, and it's been showing up for a few days and rather consistent in the data, that we are going to bring in even colder weather during that second week of January. You can see that showing up here, that temperature outlook, the 6th through the 12th of January, eastern part of the country. The purple color here, that is an extremely high likelihood that we're going to be below average, and in some cases, perhaps significantly below average for that time in January. So stay tuned. It does look like we're talking about a big cold blast of air that will be arriving in a couple chunks here in the next week or two. For now, though, quiet. Wave 31 Triple Doppler back to calm conditions. We're expecting it to stay that way, even with an increase in cloud cover overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Not expecting any precip. You'll step out, though, on Monday morning, needing a light jacket, but then heading into tomorrow afternoon, temperatures will bounce back. Some sun returns around lunchtime, and looks like we'll have a good bit of blue sky out there for your Monday afternoon. We head into Monday night, though. Here comes around a cloud cover, maybe a couple sprinkles, and then on Tuesday, cold front quickly dropping through the area. Again, our highs may be achieved very, very early in the day on Tuesday, and then colder air and cloud cover comes in for Tuesday afternoon, and that will set the stage for some chilly weather as we work our way on into the new year. These are your lows tonight, down to 46 in Huntsville, 45 in Guntersville, 46 Decatur. We'll drop to 45 in Muscle Shoals. Tomorrow, we start with clouds in the morning. We end with some sun in the afternoon. Still a southerly breeze, so that means a mild day in store. Climbing through the 50s through the morning hours. By lunchtime, we're at 57. And tomorrow afternoon should make the low 60s across the area. Warmer than that average high for this time of year. There's 63 for Huntsville, 60 in Fayetteville, 61 Decatur, 60 in Guntersville, and we'll also be around 60 out towards Moulton tomorrow afternoon. Wave 31 Storm Tracker 10-day looking like this. Again, 56 Tuesday, but probably that happens early. 40s for the second half of the week, bringing in the new year with some chilly air. Colder mornings will come in with that later next week. We're talking about overnight temperatures, upper 20s, low 30s for several nights. Looking towards the first weekend of the new year, Saturday looks dry, Sunday may bring some rain, and then behind that system, well, check it out, Rob. We're talking highs that may only be in the 30s heading into that second week of January. And we won't talk too much about overnight lows, but those could be quite cold as well. And I will say this, and you've maybe seen this floating around on social media, with the pattern we are expecting to be in, if we're going to get some winter weather, it would be the type of setup that would produce it, but nothing specific that we're tracking right now, but something that we are watching.
Good to know.
Yep.
Thanks, Jeff.